Hello, how is everybody? Welcome to this live video feed. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to consistency, the power of consistency. How important is cultivating consistency in our daily practices? How important is cultivating consistency in who we are, who we choose to become, and who we wish to align, or what we wish to align ourselves with deeply. Now, this is an important subject matter for so many different reasons. I'm going to go deeply into the power of consistency in a moment, and I'm also going to define success in alignment with consistency and what that actually means. So, Chiru, welcome. For those of you that are coming on, I can't see if you're coming on, so please put a number 1 in the comment box to let me know that you're here, let me know that you're watching, let me know that you're live with me, coming live from beautiful Copenhagen in Thailand. Feeling very, very blessed to be here on a Vera Male tantric course and learning some deep elements of being, some ancient esoteric practices. And I'm just in between class, so I wanted to film this live feed on consistency, and we can speak to consistency of learning, of course, consistency in growth practices, consistency in our attitudes, consistency in our belief systems, our behaviors, consistencies in practice. So number 1 in the comment box to let me know that you're here, people, of course. And if you're new, let me know that you're new to this live feed, you're just coming on, put new in the comment box so that I know that you're here. This is a really, Patrick, how are you, my friend? This is a really important subject matter for so many different reasons. I'm hoping that you can see me. Maybe that's a little bit better. Yeah, that's better. Okay, cool. The ocean was nice behind me, but, well, it's not behind me now, it's to my left, but you can see me probably clearer this way. So we'll do this, yeah? So number 1 in the comment box to let me know that you're here, people. Of course, very grateful to have you here. So, first of all, why is consistency important? But before that, what is consistency? So consistency is our ability to engage in a behavior, an ideal, an attitude, good afternoon, Diana, a belief system, and we're able to do that repetitively. And we're able to do that with a deal of execution, a great deal of execution, efficacy, constantly, consistently, over time. So we begin to then understand the compounding effect of behaving in a particular way, behaving, we could almost say, in certainty. Now, in order for consistency to be effective, now consistency could always be effective, whether it's a bad trait, or, and I say bad in inverted commas because what I mean is really if it's not in alignment with our truth, not in alignment with our values. So bad is obviously, it's an arbitrary term, but if something is harmful to ourselves, to the well-being of others, it's not a desirable quality to have or express per se. So what we really want to understand is, are our behaviors healthy? Are our expressions healthy? Now, but here's the thing with consistency, yeah? So as you're coming on, people, put number 1 in the comment box, let me know that you're here, yeah? Here's the thing with consistency. Consistency will work irrespective of if it's repeated over and over again and it's executed diligently over and over again. Spomenka, welcome. Let me know if you're new to my live feeds, put new in the comment box, yeah? And if you're just coming on, put number 1 in the comment box so I know that you're here. Consistency will work. Consistency will achieve results. Consistency will allow you to feel and experience and fully immerse into a desired outcome, irrespective of whether it aligns with your values or not. The feeling state, though, however, associated with consistency as to whether it aligns with you, whether it serves you, whether it is going to allow you to experience well-being, that's a different story. That's why we have to get clarity on the consistency of who we are. We have to attain deep clarity on what we wish to be, and I'll come to that in a moment. But success is defined. Marco, welcome. Welcome, Estelle. How are you? Gabrielle, welcome. Thank you for being here. So success in this instance is not only defined, awesome, Estelle, thank you. It is a really powerful topic for immersing ourselves in a state of being that aligns with our truth and our values, and immersing ourselves in a state of being that actually is conducive to our health and our purpose as well. Thank you, Marcus. So we'll speak to that in a moment. But success in this case is defined by immersion in the process. So success is clearly understanding what we wish to be consistent at and ensuring that the consistency or the behavior in the consistency is aligned with our highest values, with our purpose or purposes. Ensuring that the consistency in our actions, in our behaviors, in our interactions, in our ideological dispositions, our ideals, our belief systems, the way we interact with others is really conducive to what is important to us, to who we wish to ultimately be and how we wish to show up in life, how we wish to express ourselves in life. That's the power of consistency. And whether it aligns with you or doesn't, here's the thing with consistency, it's going to get results. If you spend enough time in a particular area of life, you will become that. You will be that. Everything about you will express and show that and reveal that. So it's really important that we are conscious about what we are being consistent at. Just sit with that for a moment. We must be conscious with what we are consistent at in life. Put a number 2 in the comment box if you can resonate with that. If you can resonate with the necessity to be conscious and that being conscious with what we are consistent at in terms of our behaviors and our practices. Now, whether they be meditative practices, personal health practices, the way we choose to respond or interact or communicate with others, they're practices as well, our daily habits and practices. The more conscious we are of those habits and those practices, the deeper we immerse ourselves in high quality activity, high quality consistency. So put a number 2 in the comment box if you can resonate with that. High quality consistency is the key term there. High quality consistency, because repetition is a key to mastery. That's why I'll say that a few times, yeah? Allow that to sink in. It's warm here. It's so warm. Okay, so Beck, welcome. So what's really important to understand further is that we have to celebrate consistency. We have to engage fully in consistency and celebrate the efficacy and the power of what it can do for us. And when we recognize and celebrate consistency for what it is, it's a tool and it's a practice to lead us to enlightenment. And what is enlightenment? Graham, welcome. Thank you for being here. Enlightenment is simply an evolved state of being. We're evolving our ideas, we're growing, we're becoming a grander version of self. Yeah, Natalie, absolutely. I'm in Copenhagen doing a course here. I'm studying quite intensely for 8 days, and I am very blessed to be where I am, that's for sure. So consistency, so here's an example of consistency in upgrading my knowledge and my wisdom in terms of constantly growing, consistency in growth and my expansion of mind and self and the way I relate to the world and the way I relate to others. Carol, welcome. So I want to be consistent in that practice, and the more consistent I am in that practice, I will become more profound at that practice of growth and expansion. I will become simply more evolved in that space. I will be able to execute that growth and expansion with greater efficacy. I'll become more proficient in that space. And that's with anything and everything we do. So consistency is such a powerful tool for growth and such a powerful tool for inner transformation. Consistency, and I really, yeah, Karen, absolutely evolving. We're always evolving. Oh, hi, Lisa. Yes, Fremantle, what a beautiful place. My home. Fremantle's my home. So always is where my heart is. And we're just about to speak to heart. So that's timely, Lisa. Thank you. We're going to speak to heart and how opening our heart and being consistent in opening our heart liberates us from pain. It liberates us from not being fully connected to self. Marcial, how are you? Thank you for joining. Number 1 in the comment box, people, if you're coming on, and if you're new, put new in the comment box. So consistency in opening our heart and expanding our heart, in being truthful and authentic to our being, in allowing ourselves to connect to self. So engaging in practices that actually are conducive to the health of opening our heart are so important. Now, it's not just important for ourselves, it's important for the quality of the relationships that we have in life. It's so important for the way we treat others, the way we behave, the way we feel about ourselves, the way we feel about the world, the way we interact with the world and in relationship. You see, if we can be consistent in the way we treat ourselves, in the way we are kind to ourselves and compassionate to ourselves, in the way we love ourselves, and then in the way that we choose to love others and are compassionate and kind and caring towards others, that consistency over time compounds. And the micro decisions that we make in this space. Jackson, welcome, brother. It was such a blessing to see you the other night, by the way. So honoured, my man. The micro decisions that we make in this space with regards to relating and with regards to being with people and the consistency of those decisions opens up the possibility and the potentiality of our relationships. So if you can resonate with that, give me number 3 in the comment box. When we are consistent in the way we care for others, the way we are compassionate for others, kind to others, loving towards others, and over time, the micro decisions, the conscious micro decisions that we make in that space liberates us and liberates those relationships to allow them to flourish and the potential of those relationships to expand. Can you relate to that? Can you understand to that? Can you resonate to that? And if you do, pop a number 3 in the comment box, maybe with a smiley face or a love heart. Let me know that you're feeling that, people, because I'll tell you what, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling number 3 so much. I'm feeling consistency in caring for others, because, you know, in my life, and I get a little bit emotional with respect to this, because it played a big part in my life with respect to limiting my potential in my relationships, and also limiting the potential, the expression of others in my relationships as well, especially my intimate relationships. I wasn't honest and I wasn't completely transparent in those relationships. And thank you, Graham. And I lost a part of me. So I was consistent in being dishonest. I was consistent in not being conducive to what would be described as a healthy expression. I was consistent in mistreating myself and mistreating others. So that consistency played out. The micro decisions I made in those relationships played out, and it destroyed those relationships. Now, with destruction, there is rebirth. Yeah? There's beautiful rebirth with destruction. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you, Ruth, Diane, Janelle. Awesome. But the consistency, the principle of consistency, because we must adhere to principles, yeah? The masculine adheres, the healthy masculine within us all, within ladies and men, the healthy masculine adheres to beautiful principles, unbounding, unchanging, unwavering principles. And in those principles, in the adherence of those principles, we grow and we become. And and that's consistency, right? The adherence to that is consistency. The repetition of that is consistency. So whether those principles are healthy or whether they're not, they're going to show up in our lives. They're going to impact the way we view the world. So warm here in Thailand. There is no glamour in subtropical regions, let me tell you. Irene, how are you? Welcome. So we begin to understand that the compounding effect of the micro decisions we make every moment of every day with respect to how we wish to be treated and how we wish to treat others. Mark, welcome, blessing to have you here, brother. Number 1 in the comment box, let me know that you're here, guys. And how we treat others will affect our lives and affect the outcomes that we experience. And so success is part of that. Success is the experience of the outcomes that we experience. Let me repeat that. Success is also the experience of the outcomes that success is defined by the quality of the outcomes that we experience. And if those outcomes are in alignment with our grand purpose. Give me number 4 in the comment box if you can align with that, guys, if you resonate deeply with that. I want to show you the ocean. The sun's shining a bit, so it's going to be a little bit bright, but just magnificent where I am. I mean, you can see behind me, awesome. You can't see me, that doesn't matter, that's okay. But look how beautiful that scene is. So consistently surrounding yourself with beauty and wonder will allow you to open up your heart. Consistently surrounding yourself with beauty and love and connection will open up your heart. And we spoke to heart opening before. We spoke to relationships being enhanced. Because when we are consistent, thank you, Natalie, thank you, Patrick. I'm not on holiday, Marco. Let me tell you, brother, I'm going deep. I'm going deep down the rabbit hole, brother. I'm consistently growing and learning. I'm not on holidays again. It might look like I am, but I'm not. I'm going deep. It just happens, the course happens to be in Thailand, which is a beautiful place. So I'm very blessed with that, very humbled. But thank you for noticing, Marco. So if we make decisions and choices around who we wish to be in relationship, with respect to how we wish to be treated and how we wish to treat others, and we do this over a period of time and it compounds, that the effect of that compounds, we become that, we experience that, and it's through consistency, but it's through conscious consistency. That term is a beautiful term, conscious consistency. If you love that term, number 5 in the comment box, because I love that term, conscious consistency, because conscious consistency implies that we are growing fully, that we are growing openly. Conscious consistency means that we are mastering self. Number 5 in the comment box, if you wish to master yourself, wish to master your behaviors, your ideals, your belief systems, the way you behave in relationship. Rosin, welcome. Martin, welcome. Yeah, my live feeds are consistent. And that's cool that you mentioned that. Brooke, how are you? I'm really doing my best to be consciously aware and consistent with my live feeds, to be bringing out messages of deliberation, messages of purpose, messages of love, because we all have that, we all have that capacity. So I'm very conscious in that space. But conscious consistency, Graham, CC, awesome. Conscious consistency is just epic when we are fully aware and fully immersed in our consistency, our constant practice, our constant praxis or constant practices. Cherie's welcome, how are you? Number 1 in the comment box if you're just coming on, and if you're new, pop new in the comment box, guys. I'd love to know that you're here, so the tribe can welcome you. There's so many beautiful people on here. I don't even know who's on here anyway, but so many beautiful people on here. I know some of you that are commenting, of course, and coming up. So what are some methods that we can achieve consistency? Well, firstly, we have to be aware of self. And we have to be aware of what we want in life. We have to be, welcome Wendy, we have to be aware of our values, We have to be deeply connected to what is important to us in life. Carol says, as we learn and evolve, we find we resonate and we attract people on the same path, and people that aren't evolving will leave our life. Beautifully said. Mark, I feel what you're saying, brother. There's a gentleman, Peter Diamandis, and Peter Diamandis is a wonderful entrepreneur and techpreneur, and he's a philanthropist and a technological philanthropist, and he has this beautiful saying. He says, I was an overnight success in 10 years. And we feel like that sometimes, Mark. We have to understand that success is also defined by process and growth. And in that process, if we pick up through that conscious consistency, the awareness that we have around making decisions around our life's path and who we wish to be and how we wish to show up, if we make those decisions consistently and constantly, we are engaged in success. We are winning, Mark. So please understand that transformation happens over time, and we are blessed to experience that in fullness over time. Patience, Mark, is a journey that makes it worthwhile. I agree with that, Irene. Beautifully said. So actually, patience is so important. So, guys, girls, number 6 in the comment box, if you can resonate with patience being a very intricate, deep part in terms of cultivating consistency. And we can only cultivate patience when we are deeply connected. So this is a tool to deeply connect to the practice of whatever it is that you're being consistent at. So whether that is, thank you, Mark, whether that is health and fitness, whether that is engaging in a new meditative practice, whether it is building business, whether it is being a particular person in relationship, patience is key. I have a three-pronged approach to life. Any area of life. This works for any area of life, I promise you. It's in my models for my teachings, my one-on-one, my online programs, the workshops that I run. It's called the 3P model. It's called patience, practice, persistence. Patience, practice, persistence. And part of that persistence and practice is consistency falls into that, and that's cool, Diane, that acknowledgement, that ownership, where that you're not quite at number 5, but you have the patience as number 6, beautiful. So own that, work with that. The first step to transmutation of self is to take ownership of who we are and recognize where we're at. And we can work with it, it becomes malleable. We make the unconscious conscious and we grow. And Beck says, Mark, lots of love to you. You might not feel you're in the exact space you wish to be, but looks to me that you're actively working on it. You should be proud of that. Beck, I completely agree, and Mark, I completely agree. And you should be proud of that. And by acknowledging that, you're creating an energy around that. You're creating a praxis around that. You're creating a directive around that. And then you can engage in consistent practice around cultivating that patience, and coming back to breath. So we're talking about, because we're going to hit roadblocks, we're going to hit challenges, we're going to hit difficulty in our pursuit of being consistent in practices that align with our greatest values, that align with who we wish to be. So having that clarity on who we are allows us to be deeper consistent in those practices, and importantly, having fun in those practices, placing meaning to those practices. So if you can resonate with that, number 7 in the comment box, fun and meaning. How do we achieve fun? How do we achieve meaning and fulfillment in our everyday habits, behaviors, expressions? Number 6 in the comment box, if you, was it number 6? Sorry, number 7. Number 7 in the comment box. Angela, welcome. Number 7 in the comment box, if you can agree that meaning and fulfillment are so crucial to our growth. So how do we do that? So when we connect our everyday actions to our purpose or our purposes and our values, we will naturally, just organically discover and connect to meaning and fulfillment in our lives. That lays a beautiful foundation for experiencing joy, bliss, happiness. So number 7, if you can resonate with meaning and fulfillment, laying a foundation for happiness and joy. And fun is so important. We have to enjoy the process. We have to be able to observe the wonder and the beauty in everything that we are and everything that we do. Yeah, that is so crucial. Now, if you're new here, guys, guys and girls, please put new in the comment box so I know that you're here. Karen, yes, finding joy in simple pleasures. And that's a choice, Karen. So that's really, really, no glamour in subtropical regions. That's a choice, yeah, to find joy in the simplicity of life and to find joy in the complexity of life. That's a choice, and it's a perspective switch that we must have. That takes place here, but takes place here. Dr. Peter Dingle, how are you? Welcome. What an honor to have you on board. So blessed to have Peter here. Thank you, my friend. So we're speaking to consistency being this phenomenal tool for growth and expansion of mind and of heart, and of expanding our relationships, like really getting into depth in our relationships. And I want to show you, for those of you that missed it before, I want to show you this beautiful backdrop that I've got here. And this is a consistent practice that I have, is being deeply grateful for where I am in life, whether that be in here, whether that be in my heart, whether that be in my physical environment, who I'm surrounded with. I practice an attitude of gratitude consistently. And the more I do that, the more I'm able to notice what I'm grateful for in life, internally and externally. It's all internal anyway, but internally and externally. And to me, that's a gift. So the practice of consistency is so important. And Carol says, I love the self-transformation moments when you dive deep and unlock your true potential, which gives you light bulb moments. Had so many light bulb moments lately, which has really made me think how I should treat others and self, maybe. I can't see the whole comment, Carol, apologies, but beautiful sentiment, beautiful thoughts, because when we have those light bulb moments, it actually brings us back to reaffirming the consistent practices that we're engaged in. And are we actually engaged in consistent practices and habits and behaviors that are aligned with our truth and with our authentic nature, with our highest values and purpose? So we begin to then constantly reevaluate where we're at. So people, the message for today is consistency. Come from the heart, particularly with people and with others, with yourself, especially your intimate relationships. Come from a place of truth. Practice being truthful, being open, being consistent in the way you communicate, because there's nothing that the inner feminine loves more than security, than consistency, because consistency equals safety, equals service, equals reliability, equals a relatability, equals a knowing. And in that knowing, there's safety. And it's in safety and sturdiness that the inner feminine within all of us needs that security and thrives. And when the inner feminine is thriving, that's a beautiful place to be, yeah? Irene says you're surrounded by people that don't get it. So one last comment there, Irene, on that is you then have to make a decision with respect to who you wish to surround yourself with in life and be consistent in your execution of that behavior, because unfortunately or fortunately, we have to make some pretty tough decisions sometimes around letting people go or having people in our life, and it can be tough. It can be deeply challenging, but if they are not conducive to our growth and our path, we will be held back. We will feel immense guilt and shame, and these feelings will perpetuate. So if we consistently don't make choices that we know we should be making because we wish to be in alignment with our values and purpose, but we're not then actively making choices and taking action around that, we're being consistent at being inauthentic or inefficient. So consistency will still play out, but it just won't play out in alignment with our beautiful truth. So people, I'm going to say goodbye there. I'm going to say thank you so much for being here. I'm going to say if you resonate with this video, this live feed on consistency, please share it. Please share it with your friends, Star Welcome. Please share it with your family, with those that you love, with maybe someone that really needs it. But thank you so much for being here. There's so many blessings to you. I deeply appreciate your attendance. I deeply appreciate your attention, your intention to be here. Just deeply appreciate you, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak very openly to this. Graham says, thank you, Mark. Thank you, Irene. Graham, tough choice, but so fruitful. Absolutely. I choose to let people go in my life that didn't align with my values. Hardest thing to do, but it was the best thing I did, Natalie. That's really powerful and deeply empowering, Natalie, as well. And that's actually quite inspirational. And I've been in that place myself a few years ago, and yeah, it's really tough, Natalie. So I honour you so immensely for that. And we can all take a leaf out of Natalie's book there and really be able to draw inspiration, hope and courage to do the same. You practice being courageous, just micro decisions around courage every day. If that's a value you wish to cultivate, a moral value you wish to cultivate, and guess what? You'll become more proficient at that value. You will grow through that tremendously. And you'll be proud of yourself, and you'll begin to transmute from the inside out. Your heart will open, and you can make decisions about how you wish to behave with others, how you wish to interact with others. Come from this place here. Come from this place here. Peter, absolutely, so much to share together, my friend. So excited actually to spend some time with you when I get back, and we have a lot to talk about, absolutely. So people, thank you so much for being here. Cultivating consistency, aligning with values, aligning with purpose, being conscious consistency, consciously aware of the decisions that you make and the behaviors that you exhibit, the habits, so important, the thoughts, the feelings that are cultivated within you. Have fun. Cultivate clarity and meaning and fulfillment in life by aligning with what is most important to you. Always come from the heart. Always come from the heart. Listen to people. Be open to ideas. And be consistent in that practice, because then you'll grow and you'll expand. And the purpose of life, and one of the grandest purposes of life is expansion. For the masculine, it's very much conscious expansion, yeah? So the masculine within us is that conscious, I don't want to go too deep into that because I'll go down another rabbit hole, but it's expansion of self in fullness. That's all it is. Opening the heart, opening the mind, opening the body. Much love to you all. So grateful and so blessed. One last view. This is just amazing. So grateful to be here. So deeply, deeply grateful to be here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Much love to you all, and enjoy your day, your evening, your morning, wherever you are in the world, and just practice happiness and joy, and cultivate habits that align with you, and the consistency will just grow and allow your whole life to flourish. Thank you so much.